In Katsina State, where it's barely 1 year after the Kankara schoolboy's abduction, the incident in that state. But what is new is that that event has adversely affected the education system there. Now, most boarding schools in Katsina State are closed over insecurity, especially kidnapping. 365 days after, the memory is still fresh in the minds of the children and the parents. And the big question in the minds of the affected parents is that what could have been the fate of their children if their release was not negotiated by the government? Our correspondent Abdulatif Yusuf has more on this story.
Very, very depressing throughout the last 6 days until we received good news about 1.5 hours ago that all the 344 are now with the military on their way back to Katsina State.
December 11th is a date that will remain indelible in the minds of the people of Katsina over the unfortunate abduction of Kankara schoolboys. It was a moment that threw the entire state into confusion and led to an immediate shutdown of all schools to prevent attacks on other schools. Ever since, most boarding schools in Katsina State have remained shut despite renewed effort to protect schools' premises against any form of attack. This father decided to talk to TVC News 1 year after the incident. His child was among those abducted.
After all, from that time to current of yesterday night, there has been lots of rise of banditry attacks, kidnapping, to certain level that the event has never happened before. We can also look at the issue regarding the brutality nature of the attacks from the time to present day.
Kankara town still looks deserted and is yet to recover fully from the trauma of frequent bandit attacks on villages surrounding it. Most of the parents of the victims declined to be interviewed or filmed by TVC News crew for fear of being targeted. But they confirmed that most of the boys now attend day schools close to them, while some have stopped totally. It will appear that not much have been achieved on the issue of school protection and even general security of the communities. But the government confirms that there has been a reduction in coordinated bandit attacks and killings have reduced within the last few months.
Yes, we are bedeviled by banditry in this part of the country, and we are doing the best we can to contain the situation.
A serving commissioner in the state was brutally murdered by an unknown criminal group days to the memorial of the Kankara school incident.
You don't wait for the bandits or for the insurgents to attacks. You engage them where they are living. That will also make them so busy in such a way that they might not have time to come to the community and create some mayhems.
The twin evils of banditry and kidnapping are challenges that have continued to defy all efforts to ensure a return to normalcy. Now the adoption of local content and the involvement of traditional institutions is expected to complement the renewed onslaught by the law enforcement agents, which is expected to bring the war against banditry to an end. Abdulatif Yusuf, TVC News, Katsina.